Why make crazy drum part from scratch? It's so easy. In this video I wanna show you how to make a drum part from scratch, even if you're a beginner. You will learn what a drum part consists of, learn how to make a drum part, we'll talk about volume balance, as well as learn how to do it all by example. For this you will need absolutely any DAW, headphones and capable hands. What's a drum part? A drum part is a combination of instruments playing together to create a rhythm for a piece of music. The drum part consists of kick, snare, clap, toms, hi-hat, open hat and percussions. The whole process of writing a drum part can be divided into three stages. First stage sample selection, second stage of writing a drum part, and third stage is processing. Let's start with first stage, sample selection. Remember, a good sound will depend at 70% on properly selected quality samples. You won't have to work with them for a long time at the stage of mixing. This directly affects the final quality of the finished beat. The most common beats use a snare or clap, sometimes they are mixing together. Make it either the clap or the snare the main one. For the sake of clarity, I will take one of the loop for my team. This loop pack you can find at link in the description. Stage 2, writing a drum part. Let's start making the drum part with the snare. Before you start reworking, make sure that you have grid snap turning on. To get a feel for where put the snare, go to piano roll, turn on the metronome and listen. The snare plays on a third beat of the metronome, and so on every beat. You can also place contour snares or claps, which are usually placed like this between the two main snares. Next we are going to do a hi-hat part. To start we can click fill each two steps here, then go to the pattern and diversify it. Here we can put rolls on the hi-hat, make them louder or quieter, or play with their panning. To make rolls, press this shortcut and select how much you want to chop them up. Next we are going to put in an open hat part. I like to make this kind of envelope setting for an open hat part. It gives it an interesting dynamic. With this envelope setting we can make our sample sound exactly to the end of the note. This setting is also often used in LOA part. The open hat sets an additional rhythm in the drum part and help rhythm sound more interesting. All the one-shots from this video you can find in my drum kit at link in the description. Even though the LOA doesn't qualify as drum part, not touching on it will be a mistake. Step 1. Recognize the root note of the LOA. If the bass has a root note other than C, then set the root note that Edison shows here. Now the bass will not be pitched from the C note, but from the root note of the LOA. Step 2. Recognize the root note of the melody. Also go into Edison and hear the root note of the melody. Step 3. Set the right scale in the piano roll. Step 4. Write the bass on the root notes of the melody. Step 5. To get a good rhythm, you can alternate the beats on the strong and weak lobes. If you want to write a kick part, don't forget to check that you have a soft clipper on the master channel. This is so that when we play LOA part and kick part, it does not load them beyond 0 dB. The kick sets the rhythm of the drum part. In some beats, this role is taken over by the LOA parts only. You can either put a kick on the note of the LOA part, or you can put the kick only on the strongest part on the beat. Stage 3, mixing and volume balance. Now we need to select the entire drum part. Go to the mixer channel and press this shortcut. If you've already got good one shots, then you just need to do a little EQ and the volume balance. Most of the time, to make the bass sound good together with the melody, you need to cut the low frequency on the melody up to about 150 Hz, then the bass will have space and it will sound good. Also, more often than not, bass and kick will not go well together. The thing is that kick and bass sounds in approximately the same frequency range. To make them blend together, you need to make a sidechain. I talked more about it in this video. My most favorite method of sidechain is via limiter. Send a kick to the channel with a bass. Press right click, sidechain to this track. Now we go into limiter and make this setting. Now bass and kick sounds good together. After that we do the volume balance. Here are the approximate volume values that each instrument in the mix should occupy. But I can tell you from experience that it's a matter of experience. It is better to learn to understand it by ear. Now if you did everything right, you should have a pretty good drum part. If you like this video, don't forget to put a like on this video and subscribe to my channel. Let's go to 1000 subscribers.